everyone, Erica Serwin here from Pink Buckaroo Designs, and today I'm making a file folder card. I have done several projects using the Floral Frames stamp set and coordinating framelits, and so here is one more beautiful project. My color scheme, if you're wondering, here is soft seafoam, flirty flamingo, mint macaron, and crumb cake. Don't they go well together? I'm going to show you how to make these fun little file folder ends on your card, as well as make this really fun stack of goodies here. All right, well, let's get started. Let's do our stamping first. Okay, so we need to let's stamp the hello right here. We're going to stamp the frame first, and we're going to stamp it in soft seafoam. It's a new core color from Stampin' Up. It's just beautiful. And we're going to color it. I can grab my blends. We're going to color it with a soft seafoam Stampin' Blend marker. Now, you might think that you can only use your Memento Black when you're using your Stampin' Blends, but that's not the case. You can use your classic inks as well, any of them. They work really well with your blends. And now we have so many colors of blends, it's just really, the possibilities are endless. Now I'm just going to kind of dot these little sprigs here. They're so tiny, it's almost impossible to color them in, but a little dot is all you need. All right, now let's stamp the hello in Flirty Flamingo, one of my favorite pinks, right there in the middle. And I think we are ready to cut all these out. I'm going to close my ink pads, you guys, because if you leave your ink pad open on your desk, it's just asking for a disaster. All right, so what else are we going to cut? We're going to cut this beautiful piece right here from Mint Macaron. And we're going to cut this out with this frame. All of these are from the same coordinating framelit set, these floral frames. And then we're going to grab these two. One thing I like about this set is that it doesn't have just one sprig, it has two, so that you can cut two at the same time. You won't have to run that through a whole bunch if you need a lot of them. You can do twice as many with one swoop. All right, and that's going to go on Flirty Flamingo. Now, what I have already cut ahead of time is this stitched circle right here, which is this, out of soft seafoam. This is the third largest stitched circle in the stitched shape framelits. It's a mouthful, see if I can say it right. All of this is going to be listed on a PDF on my blog. I originally did this project during Facebook Live, and I have a post that is linked here in the comments on YouTube. And you can go find that post and print it off. Let's see if we can squeeze this one in. And print it off or save it. It has all the measurements, all the colors, all the product numbers, everything you need if you want to make this card yourself. All right, I've got them all lined up. Uh-oh, did that jump? No, that looks right. I've got all of these lined up on my magnetic platform, and hopefully we can get them all cut at one time. Now, just for good measure, I'm going to go back twice through my Big Shot. And let's see. This one, yep, look at that. Just pops right out. And then these little guys, oh look, they just fall out beautifully. No work needed. I don't know what those are actually called. Some kind of foliage, but I do not know what they are. And then our frame, beautiful. I love that shape. All right, so let's put our little stack together. Now we're going to bring back that circle, and let's look at our original card so we remember what we did. This piece is going to be up and down like this, and I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals between all these layers because I love Stampin' Dimensionals. All right, so there's that. We're going to put the stitched circle on top of there, and then we're going to put our sentiment here. I know you're saying, but what about the pink? Don't worry, we're coming back to that. Put that there. Now with my pink, I'm actually just going to use glue dots. I wanted to see where my sentiment was before I put that on there. So I'm just going to kind of stick that down so it's sticking out. One will go that way, and then one will go that way. So cute. Now what about that tiny wooden heart? Did you see that? This is they're called wood elements, wooden frame elements. And there are so many fun little shapes. And all I did was just pop out one of these little hearts. I think I'll use this one this time. And I'm going to use a glue dot, but I'm going to take my scissors, since it's so tiny, I'm going to take my scissors here. I'm going to put that glue dot there, and then I'm going to leave these nested together. I like the way they look. And stick it right there. Isn't that beautiful? All right, well now we've got to make the rest of the card, and I promised to show you how to make this a file folder card. But before we do that, let's put that wood grain on the back. And we're going to use our Stamparatus that makes stamping a background stamp so much easier. I'm taking off one plate because I just need one. Not doing 2 or 3 step stamping. I'm going to put my card in here. This is a Whisper White thick card base. Hold it in place with that magnet. I'm going to get my wood grain. I'm going to lay it right there where I think it needs to be. And then I'll close that window. You can look and make sure it's lined up with those grid marks. Close that window. There we go. Now I know when I stamp it'll be perfect. I'm putting my stamp case here so that I can lay this down flat. That'll help keep that nice and flat while we ink this background stamp, which takes a little bit of time. You got to make sure you cover all the spots. The good thing about the Stamparatus is that if I accidentally missed something, I can re-ink it and stamp it, and it'll be right back in the same spot. All right, so all the way around. Let's see. Oh, see right there? So all you have to do is lay it back down, add a little more pressure. Voila, it's perfect. All right, so there we've got our card. So that's just a normal card base. This is a piece of regular cardstock that I cut in half on the long side at 5 1/2, and I scored at 4 1/4. All right, so let's move that over. Make some room. To make these file tabs, I'm going to use my envelope punch board. All right, I'm going to make one about right here on this front side. I'm going to line it up first at, let's see, let's do 2. See how I lined it up at 2? And I'm going to punch, and then I'm going to go down to 4, and I'm going to punch. Now, doesn't look like it yet, right? Hold on. Let's turn it and do another one. This time, I'm going to do it at 3, and then I'm going to slide it all the way down so that I can see that this is right in the middle of that punch, and I'm going to punch. Now we've got to do some trimming with our trimmer to make sure these look like file tabs. So on your trimmer, you're going to want to make sure that you know where this little gutter is. That gutter is where your blade goes. So set this down, and what I like to do is put my little cutting piece in there where I know it's in the gutter, and then slide the card in just a bit so that I know it's as far into that groove right there as it can go. And then I'm just going to cut it. And now we've got a file tab. All right, let's do it. This time we have to do it 2 places. So get it in that groove, move your cardstock in, and go up. Then I'm going to take it and come down and slide down. And let's see, move those out, and there we have a cute little file tab. Isn't that so cute? All right, now let's put our card together. We've already got our stacks. All we have to do is put a few more of our beloved Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. And put that right here. Now on the inside, I didn't want to leave the inside plain. So I cut a piece of, there it is, a piece of soft seafoam to put on the inside. And I'm just going to use some regular adhesive to put that there. Now if you would like, you can take those flower stamps from the set and just stamp them down in the corner. That's what I did here, down here and up there. All right, one last thing. I'm going to take this beautiful petal pink twine, petal pink and silver twine, and I'm going to tie it around the crease of the card. And we just need to trim it. I like to leave those a little bit long when they're hanging on the edge like that. And there we have it. Isn't it beautiful? Such a fun, fun card. And you can see here I did my tabs just a little bit different. This one's on the bottom and that one's on the top. Just depends on how you punch them. But either way, it's fun. All right, you guys, I hope you like this card. Make sure to hop over to my blog to get those project sheets and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye-bye.